Good morning, friends. It's Friday again, and it is time for another weekly reading vlog. I'm Allie, and welcome back to my channel. I finished Gideon the Ninth, and I also finished What Moves the Dead. I also read Pumpkinheads over this last week. All three of those were 5-star reads. I loved all three of them. I highly recommend all three of those. I have decided today, I think I said I was going to do a horror vlog in my last vlog, but I've decided it's not going to be horror, it's going to be thriller. And I have a theme, at least kinda. The first book that I picked out for this vlog is The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. I did read The Reckless Girls and I wasn't really a fan of that book. This is one of her earlier books and I've heard good things about this one, so I'm really excited to read it. It's my book of the month, one of my book of the month books, so I kind of wanted to get it off my TBR shelf. I've been trying to read through my book of the month books this year. I don't actually know anything about it. I just know that it's a thriller, and really that's it. I think that there's a girl who's working in like this rich neighborhood, maybe? That's all I know. And then I have The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jules. So we have The Wife Upstairs, The Family Upstairs. You kind of see my theme. I really like Lisa Jules' writing, and this is one that I've had on my shelf for quite a while to read, and I was really excited about it when I got it, and then of course put it down and never picked it back up, as often we do. And I am really excited to pick this one up. It's supposed to be creepy and fast-paced, and it's about a girl who I guess is down on her luck, and she inherits like a huge house in London on the Thames, and she goes there just to realize that there's more going on with the house than she realizes. I know it's multiple perspective, and I know that a lot of people say that once it hits like page 150 that you can almost not put it down, so I'm really excited for that one. I don't know which one I'm going to start with. I will pick one here in just a little bit. Today I'm taking my daughter to go shopping for school supplies because school starts very soon and we are ill-prepared. So that's what we're doing this morning. We have Dunkin' Donuts because why not start a day with a donut? And then of course Small Fry came with us. He was excited to go shopping and have donuts as well. Do you like your donut? Okay, so I have a donut, I have a coffee, which I made myself. I don't do Dunkin' Donuts coffee here. It's just not that good in my town. I also have breakfast, and I have audiobooks for the drive. I am excited for today. I think it's gonna be a fun day. We're gonna start the day going to Barnes & Noble. Since I think this is tax-free weekend, I think it starts today. So we're gonna go to Barnes & Noble. I've got a couple things I wanna pick up there, and then we're gonna go to the mall and go shopping, and we'll just see where the day takes us, and I'll check back in with you guys in a little while. Hello, I'm back. That drive was about an hour long, and I read, I listened to about 70 pages of The Wife Upstairs, and so far, I'm very engaged in the story, and I'm just curious where it's going. I really like the way that the characters are written, and I actually like it better than the way that Reckless Girls was written. So far, I'm really enjoying it, and I just hope that it continues that way. We are at our first destination. It is Barnes & Noble, and it is actually pouring down rain. Well, it's a drizzle right now, but it's been pouring down rain like the whole entire drive. So we're about to go inside and spend about 30 minutes in here and then head over to the mall to go shopping. You ready to go shopping? He fell asleep. Are you ready to go shopping? Here we go. Alright, we are out of Barnes & Noble and about to head to the mall. I'm going to do a quick book haul because I only got one book. This is what I came for, this is what I picked up. Since I finished Gideon, I'm ready to start Harrow, and I'm excited for it. I think my friend and I are going to try to buddy read this one as well because we had fun buddy reading the other one. And then, of course, Simon wanted to get a book, and he picked out this little book that comes with the construction trucks, and He got one for his brother also, so we have 2 of these. And now we are off to the mall. And you like your truck, Simon?
Oh, my what?
Yeah? You like your book too?
Oh, it mine. Oh, my.
Yeah, I see that.
Will my.
A cement truck?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got your book too? Yeah. All right. Okay, off to the mall. Hello, and I am back home. Shopping was successful. We were at the mall for 2 hours. I think we left a little before 12 o'clock, and then we decided to stop at Target on the way home, and with it being tax-free weekend, Target was slammed. The mall wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was going to be, but we were there like right at opening, so it wasn't too bad. But Target was insane. It was completely packed. And then we got lunch and came on home. Luckily, we didn't do anything too crazy. I don't enjoy shopping unless it's book shopping. That's my favorite thing. Or like fall shopping. I love doing that. I love going and looking for new mugs for fall, or like the signs to hang up, kind of like these ones that I hung up behind me. Stuff like that I like shopping for. Clothes shopping, not my thing. So, that being said, I did pick up a shirt while I was at Hot Topic. It says, want to watch scary movies. But Scream is also my favorite scary movie, and this was on a sale rack, so I couldn't resist it. I was able to read 100 pages, well, listen to 100 pages of my book while we were on the road up and then also back. Simon fell asleep on the ride up there and back, actually. He's still asleep. So far, I'm really enjoying this book. I think that it's got like a slow build going on right now, and it's set in Birmingham, Alabama, so it has like this very southern feeling to it with all of these rich housewives who have very southern accents. The narrator, she's doing a great job of doing these accents so well. Sorry that the lighting keeps changing. The TV is on and it's just kind of flashing different colors right now, so that's what that's about. But the narrator does such a good job with the southern accents, and the main character is like this down on her luck girl who has been in the foster program, who's grown up since she was 3 in the foster program. So she basically does whatever she has to do to get by, and she is running from something in her past, we have no idea what, and she's just the kind of person who like will, you know, steal something or whatever to make ends meet, because she has grown up having nothing and she has no friends or anything. And I don't know, I really like her character because she's not a con artist, but she is a manipulator, and she is dog walking for rich people, so you know, she'll snag a piece of jewelry here or there that won't be noticed out of these rich houses, and she'll go pawn them. And then, like, she's not that likable, but at the same time, like, I'm really intrigued about her and like where she's from and stuff, because I feel like there's more to her. But then also the guy that takes an interest in her is rich, but his wife like went missing or whatever, and so there's that whole story going on with him, and like it all comes together, and he seems like this, he has vampire vibes to me, and he's just like this creepy rich dude, but he's so charming and so nice, and the girl is trying to like fit in with all these rich southern wives, and I love this setting. I don't mind being in this setting where you have like the down on her luck kind of girl who is just trying to weasel her way through manipulation into all of these rich wives, and then the creepy, well, dude who is into her, and just all of it coming together. I'm very curious to see where the story is going, because I really, really like the setup, and I've been enjoying reading it. I actually read 100 pages while I was out and about. I may have already said that, but I was surprised that I was able to read that much, but I'm excited to keep going with it. I'm really liking it. I think that I'm going to listen to the audio and try to read like maybe 50 pages while I sit here and have a little downtime and play some Stardew, and then I think I'll pick up The Family Upstairs, and we'll see what's going on in there upstairs, because this upstairs has a wife in it, and I guess this upstairs is going to have a family in it. So I will jump into this one in just a little bit, and I will check back in with you guys after I have done a little more reading. Good morning, friends. I've been up since around 6 o'clock, I guess, and it is 10 o'clock. I took my daughter to get her haircut, and I'm about to have a late breakfast, and then my best friend and I are going to go shopping today. I think we're going to try to find some Halloween decorations at HomeGoods and go book shopping, because we always go book shopping. Wanted to check in with you guys because I finished The Wife Upstairs, and I have to say I really loved it. I loved the Southern Gothic vibes to it. I really enjoyed the like slow build to the mystery, like what was happening and how the reveals happened, and just everything about it. I really enjoyed it. I love the allusions to Jane Eyre. I think that that was a really neat story structure to add into the plot, and I think that overall the characters were done so well, and I just really enjoyed it. I enjoyed reading about those characters, and I had a really good time. I don't think that I've seen a lot of lower reviews for that book, so I don't think that that book is going to be for everyone, but it was definitely my type of book, because it was just kind of a slow, atmospheric read with characters that were not in a hurry to just do anything. They were just living, and I really like that. I also love a southern setting with the like Stepford Wives type situation, and also just the whole situation with the wife upstairs and what was going on with that, why it was happening, and the twist at the end I was not expecting. I had expected other things, but like not that, and so it definitely took me off guard. It's not scary. There's nothing about this book that's scary. It's just twisty, and honestly I guess it's just suspenseful, really. It's just kind of one of those that just builds suspense slowly, but it's nothing that's just going to scare you. So don't go into it thinking that it's going to have any kind of scare factor to it, because there's really none of that. I had no moments of feeling wary or concerned for the character or anything like that. Well, I did feel concerned for her, but it was more so just a suspenseful, hey, you should probably be careful. It's probably a bad idea what you're doing. That was basically my feelings throughout. But anyway, I finished that. I actually finished the last 2 pages this morning. I read almost all of it last night. I stayed up till 1:30, but I couldn't finish the last 2 pages because I couldn't keep my eyes open. So I woke up and finished that. And it's definitely a 5-star for me. I think that it was better than Reckless Girls for me, but I'm gonna reread Reckless Girls because I feel like maybe I read it too fast, or maybe I just wasn't in the best headspace when I read it, because I really do like Rachel Hawkins' writing. So I'm going to check that one out a second time at some point and give it a second chance. But for now, I'm going to be starting The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. I am really excited to see what's going on in there upstairs, and if it will be better or worse than The Wife Upstairs. I think this one's supposed to be more creepy, so I'm excited to see what's going on with that.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa. Whoa.
You may come look?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be leaving here in just a little bit to go pick up my friend. We're gonna grab coffee and then head out to go shopping for the day. So I'll keep you guys updated. I don't know how much reading I'll be able to do throughout the day. I'm going to do a little bit this morning before I leave, and then I'll do more this evening when I get back. Last night I didn't check back in. I ended up having my brother's children, my niece and nephew. There was an emergency and he had to take care of it, so I babysat for a while last night, and I didn't really have an opportunity to check back in, but I was able to listen to my audio because they were here kind of late and everybody wound down and started to fall asleep, and it was pretty quiet. I am really looking forward to getting out today and doing some girl time stuff, and I will catch you guys in a little while. So we have made it to the bookstore, and we are currently in the children's section. There are actually a lot of children's books today. The shelves are very packed over here today. So we're just going through and seeing what we can find for our kiddos, and then we'll be off to our next destination, which Clifford, which will be Home Goods, to see what kind of Halloween things that we can find. And after that, who knows, we'll have to see where the day takes us. I'll be back. Hey guys, I'm back home, and we ended up not going to Home Goods because we didn't really want to make the drive. We did go to like Ollie's and shopped there, and they did have some fall stuff out, surprisingly. I wasn't expecting them to yet, but they did have some. And used book shopping, lunch. It was a fun day out. I did pick up a couple books which I was going to show you guys, and then I put them on my bookshelf and forgot, but I'll get them back out later and show them to you. I am tired. I have some coffee left from earlier today. I think I have half a coffee left. I didn't drink it all because it was really hot outside. I didn't want to be really hotter, so I didn't drink it all. I'm about to... I've read 2 chapters of this. I'm about to jump back into this and read a few more chapters. It's not very far in. I'm only 15 pages in. Nothing really to update on except that I read pages, because nothing really to say. There is rotating perspectives, so that's something. Other than that, I think I might pull out Stardew Valley and try not to fall asleep and listen to my audiobook for a little bit and figure out what we're going to do for dinner. And that's all for now. Good morning, friends. It's Sunday and it is around 9 o'clock. Had to come to the grocery store to pick up some milk and some bread and I guess canned gravy. I've never had canned sausage gravy, but Brandon wanted some. So we're going to have that on some biscuits and I guess some eggs, and that'll be breakfast. But anyway, I thought I'd check in right now while it's mostly calm. I read 50 pages of this last night, and there's really not a lot going on. The beginning of the book, this girl inherits this big mansion estate right on the Thames, and it's like in the really nice section of London, and she doesn't really know what to do with herself, but she thinks that the house is creepy, and honestly, I think that the house is creepy too. If it were me, I don't think that like I would live in it. I would definitely keep my apartment and be like, no thank you. Huge 12-bedroom house by myself? Nah. Plus it had like secret passages that were supposed to be like servants' passages and stuff like that, and that just sounds creepy. But we're rotating perspectives, and one of the perspectives is in the past, and it's from the children who live in the house. Well, it's from the boy who lives in the house. And there were 3 children. There was a boy, a girl that were older, and then there was a baby. And so we're just kind of piecing together what's going on. You've got one perspective, which is the girl who inherits the house. You've got the second perspective, which is a girl who's somewhere else. I'm not really certain. She's wanting to go to London. I think maybe she's in France. I don't really know, because I don't think that it's really specified, but there are French accents with the narrator, so I'm assuming it's France. And then the last perspective is the boy who's living in the house in the 80s. It's like 1988. So far, there's not really anything to talk about. It's just those 3 perspectives and kind of like a little slice of life type situation where you're just kind of seeing what's going on with them. So I feel like probably the first 100 pages are just going to be like that, where it's just kind of that slow setup. It's probably not, I'm pretty sure that I read a review where they said that it picks up around page 150 and takes off. But I can't remember for sure if that's what I read. So I guess we'll see. If I get to page 150 and things really start to escalate, then we'll know. I am going to go back to the house, and I think we're just gonna chill today because it's really cloudy outside and there's not really anything to do. We're gonna have a lazy Sunday, and that usually means that I'm just gonna sit and read and play Stardew Valley, which I keep saying I'm gonna play this weekend and keep falling asleep. I have yet to play Stardew Valley this weekend, and I really would like to play because I'm like at the end of the winter season, about to go back into spring and plant a bunch of crops, and I'm excited about it. So anyway, that's all there is from me this morning. I will check back in with you guys in a little while. I'm about to turn on my audiobook and listen to some more of this and go make breakfast. Catch you guys later. Playing a little Stardew. This is I'm actually finally in spring. I'm on day 3, which you can actually kind of see in the top corner right there. I'm about midway through the day. I'm actually just cleaning up my farm right now, trying to get rid of some of the winter foraging things. I don't know if anybody really plays this, but I'm having a really good time getting my farm together. I have all my crops. You can see down there toward the bottom, all my crops are starting to grow. I've got flowers right there, and my chickens are out in the yard. So yeah, here's this. Also, I'm almost on page 150 of my book. It is definitely picking up. Like, I'm starting to see the connections between the people that we are following in the chapters, and it does rotate. So far, it rotates evenly. So it's been like one person, then the next person, then the next person. And I don't know if that's going to change, but I'm just kind of waiting to see where this is going. But at the same time, I'm really curious because like the main character is trying to figure out like what happened to her family because she's an orphan and she got this house and she wants to know what's going on with that. And then one of the other people is like trying to get to London because of her inheriting the house. And then of course the other perspective is from the house in the 80s and what was actually happening then. So I feel like things are going to start really taking off because we're going to start seeing how everything connects together, and how I'm already starting to get little pieces of that, and I'm loving it. This book is very engaging. It's very well written. The characters are very well developed so far. They're very interesting. Like I want to know more about them. I don't usually, like when I start reading, I don't want to stop reading because I just start to get really invested in what's going on with them. The main character did end up going to her house that she inherited just on a random day by herself, and of course the house was creepy. Even during the middle of the day, the house was creepy. And then she goes into like, she's like looking around upstairs or something, and then she hears somebody in the house with her, and she hears like coughing, and then she's like, nope. And she leaves. And like, I wouldn't have even gone in the house in the first place because, I mean, that's already a nope from me. But like, somebody's in the house. Is it a family upstairs? I guess we'll see. Good Monday morning, friends. I just took my daughter to her first day of 6th grade. So there is that. I am shocked that it's already 6th grade, and also excited for her because I know she was nervous about her first day, but also it's 6th grade, so it's going to be a little bit different this year. But yeah, that's how my morning's going right now. I'm about to get some groceries, and I've decided that I'm probably just going to extend the vlog through today until the end of today because I've got to run a lot of errands, and I didn't get to listen to a lot of the family upstairs because I had a very busy weekend. So I want to try to listen to as much of that today as I can and see how far I can get in that. I was around the 150 page mark last night, and I didn't get to listen to very much more of it last night, so I'd really like to try to get back on that today, see how far I can get, and then talk to you guys about everything at the end of the day. And I think that's it. I think that's all. I'm about to go get groceries, and then I'll catch back up with you guys whenever I have something to update you on. Hey friends, it is Tuesday, and I actually didn't update again yesterday. I meant to, but yesterday ended up being way busier than I expected it to be. I had to run a lot of errands, and then my daughter still had like a bunch of school supplies she needed, so we had a lot to do yesterday. But I did read to page 188 in The Family Upstairs, and I put it down actually after a little while because I got to the point that like I couldn't focus on it anymore because I was doing so much. So I decided to start something else yesterday that took a little less focus than that book, and I started Go Hex Yourself. This is by Jessica Clare, and this is actually the book club pick for Olivia Reads a Latte's book club for August, and I have actually had this on my TBR, I think, since the beginning of this year. I picked this up, I guess, whenever it was released, and I've been really excited to read it. So I started it yesterday, and I read to page 96 yesterday, and so far I'm really enjoying it. It goes back and forth between the main character, whose name is Reggie, and then this warlock named Ben, and the main girl like applies for this job, and they like tell her that they are witches and stuff, and she doesn't believe in any of it, and she's like, well, you know, this job pays really well, so if you want to be a witch, then you're a witch, and that's fine with me. I'll be your assistant no matter what. Which I think is hilarious, and I love the dynamic because she's like, I don't believe in any of this. These guys are like loony, but at the same time she's like, this job pays too well for me to walk away from it. And so it's just like about her being around, it's Ben and his aunt, and her name is Drew, and so she's like staying with these two, and she's like learning about witchcraft and stuff, and it's really cute. This dynamics between Ben and Reggie are adorable because they like hate each other. He's like super mean, and she can't stand him because he keeps like trying to get her fired, and because his aunt is the one who hired her. And then he doesn't like her because he doesn't think that she needs to be there, and then she doesn't like him because he's just a jerk, and it's just cute. It's like the Grumpy Sunshine dynamic. I really like how the characters are developed because the main character, Reggie, comes from like a really crappy home life, and she actually talks about that some, and it's very real to life. And I actually really connect with the main character. Like, I understand where she's coming from, and I understand like some of the things that she's been through, and so it's really fun to read this because I can connect with the main character in that way, and then just the dynamics between the family and stuff, they're just so funny. So over the weekend, I read all of The Wife Upstairs, which I really enjoyed. I think that a lot of the problem with people rating it low is that they are going into it expecting it to be a thriller with like a lot of twists and stuff, but it's not that. It's a mystery, it's slow paced, and like, I guess it might have some thriller aspects to it because you're not really sure what's going to happen with the guy that she moves in with, and then also the wife upstairs and what's happening with that situation. So it's got those moments that feel thrilling, but at the same time, it's not a thriller. It's slow paced, and you're just kind of getting all the pieces to figure out what's going on, which I really liked. I really liked that writing style, and I really liked the story. I really liked the characters. Everything worked well for me, and I rated that one 5 stars. And then 188 pages of The Family Upstairs, which is still rotating perspectives, and I've hit the 150 page mark, obviously, and it does start picking up because some stuff starts coming together, and then it's just kind of hard to put down because it's like, okay, what's going on? I want to know what's going on. What happened to this family in the past? What is going on with this house? It's really, really well written. And I love how it is slowly pieced together. as my best friend put it, it makes it feel like it's worth the wait by the time you get to the end of the book and everything is revealed. So I'm excited to see what happens with that story, and I'll definitely let you guys know. I'm going to finish it in the next couple days, so I'm going to let you guys know on Friday how I felt about the ending of it. And then, of course, go hex yourself. I'm going to try to finish it by Friday as well. I don't know for sure if I will, but I'll let you guys know. And I think that's all from me this week. I will be back next week with another reading vlog, and I hope that you have had fun hanging out with me this week. Until next time, guys, I'll catch you in the next vlog.